What's up, YouTube land? We're here with the New Game Plus! And Trev's going to show things about it. And stuff, too. You better believe it.
So I'm going to show 2 of the endings. There's 5 endings in all. The 5th one is just the UFO joke ending, which I don't have unlocked. I wanted to show the 3 other endings, but I just got burnt out. Replaying this game is such a chore.
We're just happy to see anything.
Okay.
So is this like legit like the end of the game? Like you're set up to the end of the game?
No, I want to show some other things.
Oh,
so
cool.
At the end of the last part, I explained how in New Game Plus you can enshrine 5 items to unlock something. So this save file is after going to the Dark Shrine, I think like 4 or 5 times. So I have all 5 of the items in Shrine, which unlocks something at the Holy Tree.
Would you be able to figure this out without looking it up, you think? Like
They do give you, there's 5 hint pictures that
that's right.
give you a hint, but it is pretty specific.
You know, that reminds me of Resident Evil 4 Remake. You remember? Or no, that's Resident Evil Village. Remember those special meals you have to prepare, and they give you, like, pictures to show you where that is? It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, sort of, but that's just for, like, a very marginal boost.
Yes, true.
It's not for figuring out what the story is even about.
Also true.
So the idea of... I'm going to try to explain the lore, which I don't fully understand. I know the general gist of it. But there is a lot of notebook entries to read that go about the lore in a roundabout way. And the gist that I get was that there was a religious sect in this town that worshipped a certain god before the current Inari god, which is the fox one. And that god was sort of enshrined at this holy tree. But at some point this holy tree... Okay. I'll explain this sword in a little bit. It's pretty cool and pretty unique to any other weapon. But this tree got hit by a lightning bolt at some point in the past, and after that the sort of the worshippers started to dwindle, and they started to worship the Inari fox god. And it seems like the god that existed here is like very vengeful because of that. Which, this sword, despite it being called the Sacred Sword, is very obviously cursed. You can see that it's like a black, like, void around it. It's a vengeful sword that wants revenge on the Inari god.
Can it break?
So the gist of it is that it does have durability, but if you use another weapon while it's sheathed, it repairs itself.
Ah.
So that's really all I have for this save file. I just wanted to show that. So you get this sword. It is, as of right now, it's still cursed and vengeful. And we're going to go to another save file.
This is the kind of stuff I wish was, like, just kind of in, like, the main game.
Yeah. So this save file is actually just going to go right to the next boss. So the way to unlock this boss is to have the Sacred Sword, and it's not purified, it's still cursed. You have to have it, and then that will unlock the this ending.
So this is right at the end?
Yes.
Okay. Now the first ending... Who was the final boss again?
We fought the White Priestess.
Right. I like how she's not even holding the sword.
I'm trying to think of other lore to explain while this is going. But we get the kind of general gist that there's... I don't remember what the previous god was called. It's something really specific in Japanese. But that god was worshipped by... The villagers had a belief of reuse, because this village is very, very insulated. It doesn't communicate with the outside world because of the specific place it's in. A lot of people in Japan believe it's cursed because of like toxic fumes that come out of the ground sometimes, and they think that's because of like a water like poison god or something. But that god, because they had to reuse their tools over time, it like morphed into like a religious like belief of reusing tools will make the previous god happy. And oh man, I'm trying to even think of...
Dude, it would be so cool to know this stuff.
It's so much. You have to read so many notebooks.
What is this?
That's... I know Silent Hill and Resident Evil have always given like lots of good flavor and stuff through diary entries and stuff, but to find like the majority of the game through that is like...
I want to live.
So this Hinako,
Is that so wrong?
a lot of the playthrough is the same, but you can see that Hinako's demeanor is different with how she talks in the middle of the game. And then this ending, she feels a lot more resentful and vengeful, because she's basically possessed by that previous god that is angry at Inari.
It's not for anyone else. It's too late for that. It's far too late.
So you're telling me they have like
Is this?
3 or 4 different like scenes for each scene depending on which ending you're heading towards?
Yes.
I mean, that's like a lot of work, and I applaud that.
It's just too bad that, like, I like the idea of a New Game Plus thing, but, okay, so the previous god is categorized by that doll. So that doll was sort of, like, trying to warn us in the previous playthrough, but you sort of get the context that it's not doing it for Hinako.
Right.
It's not for her own benefit. She just wants to kill Inari.
Don't do it.
And what was I saying before? I like the idea of New Game Plus, but this game is way too linear and not enough changes to justify playing the game 3 times to get the true ending. If they do this, I like the idea, but if they do this thing where they want to make the playthroughs a lot more vague, and to you to get more context through additional playthroughs, they have to do it with less text like files defined and more of a branching story that is significantly different.
Yeah.
Because while you get like a couple different scenes, like there's most of the different scenes are when you go back to Hinako's house. Her demeanor's different when she talks to herself. She's different. I'm actually going to show the scene of the troop ending. There's a couple scenes in there that are pretty interesting, but this one it doesn't feel super interesting. She's just more angry, but she's more lucid.
Right. Whereas in the first one, she's more of like...
The other one, she's literally like running away from her pain through drugs.
Right.
Don't you dare try to interfere now. It's too late.
And you said there's no way to not get that first end.
There's no way to get that first ending.
Yeah. Even if you never use a single capsule, you have to do New Game Plus.
It's going to be really hard for you not to use a capsule because you don't get a bandage for a while, and they end that first chase scene with you having like a quarter of your health.
And I want you. Shut up.
I assume it's possible, but as far as I'm aware, it is. You have to do that first ending no matter
I
what.
want you gone. Go back to being Shimizu Hinako.
And it's specifically because you have that Fox medallion in New Game Plus. You just can't get to the room to purify the Sacred Sword on the first playthrough. You just don't have that emblem yet to get through a door.
Heh.
Alright, so we do have to fight this for a bit, but we don't have to do the entire thing, thank God. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention it, but I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. It's called, like, Lost in the Fog or something like that, so... I can't change it, but if I die a couple times, then obviously I'll change it. But I did this earlier today, and it wasn't too bad.
So you're not using the sword.
The sword is fine, but the knife is a lot better.
It's interesting how that works.
Oh. Don't kill me. Okay.
Hinako doesn't get hurt in this game.
Okay, cool. I do have an item. You get one. It's like a mirror that will automatically revive me if I go down to 0% health. But I don't want to use it during this. This is different.
Who the hell are you?
I would ask the same of you. Who are you? Hinako would never act this way.
So this guy is the new god.
Reveal your true self.
So this, we'll get more context later in what I plan for the third playthrough. But this guy is this is the guy that we saved in the playground from the fox that attacked him. His name is like Kotayuki or something like that. But the idea is that he's in love with Hanako, but he's probably possessed by Inari. I mean, he definitely is.
How in the hell did what's his name get here?
I can't wait for Shu to help me during this fight.
That's kind of like how Kaufman gets to the final scene in Silent Hill 1. You're like, and how? And he's just there, and he's like, ah. And you're like, okay. Or like even Lisa, you're like, and how did you get to God's lair, God's birthing lair?
Just what the hell are you?
Out of love and respect for you, I force myself to abide by the rules of human courtship. But if by honoring your traditions, I risk losing you, then I'm afraid we'll have to do things my way from now on. Look back in your world. Let the memory of your presence there fade away. In time, the missing postures will crumble to dust to be carried off by the wind. They will forget your face, and they will remember you as nothing more than this. The hapless girl who is still
Spirit away, TM.
by a fox.
Epic. So
No,
this,
it's like the pillars.
so this fight is definitely annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever.
I assume at no point does it give you a move where you can do those crazy counters.
There's some, but they're very specific.
I kind of figured.
So there's 3 phases of this fight. You can definitely tell when the new phase starts, because he'll transform back into Kotayuki or whatever his name is.
Why couldn't this be the first final boss?
This fight is quite difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have got wrecked, but still.
I think they wanted to really focus on the White Priestess
Yeah.
idea. Alright. So, first phase is done. Unfortunately, it does do the cardinal sin of you get to fight a bunch of stuff.
Boy, I have learned of the world.
Now, these are a lot weaker. I think they literally die with my, one hit with my current setup. I'll show my equip setup the third playthrough. It becomes clear that with the right setup, real-life Hanako is a lot better than Wolf Farm Hanako.
Oh, wow.
Wolf Farm Hanako is just way too slow.
I must have been doing something wrong then.
No, it's specifically because of your equipable passives. But I have something that, like, durability is, doubled with weapons like this. If you use a weapon that has high durability, it does more damage.
Why?
I forget the other ones.
I understand how I feel.
It's crazy how that, that scene of you saving the boy in the playground was like a very, very quick, like one-off scene, but it was like incredibly important.
It was, yeah.
I remember it just being like, just like, hey, remember you saved that boy, and then they don't mention it again. It's just very odd.
That's why you get a lot more like memos and stuff that specifically are about it. Are you gonna do your stupid rabbit move? Come on, it's your easiest thing to avoid, and then I get a bunch of attacks. Alright, you gonna do it? There we go. Cool. So if that grabs you, it takes like almost your entire... I probably would have died, because I don't have full health. Wow, that was so generous. Alright. Should be phase 3. No, okay. Not phase 3, are you kidding me? Okay. Definitely phase 3 now.
Are the fighting a million enemies over and over again still annoying even with the better setups?
Oh yeah. That's why I could not stomach playing this game a million times.
What I'm after is the same thing as you.
Yeah, of all things, that was my
What is
least favorite part.
I implore you, tell me!
What I want is to live my own life. To spread my wings.
I hate these stupid enemies so
Fly
much.
wherever I want to go.
Even when they have 20% HP.
By that. Why?
I was gonna say, that looked like the last one, but it was being super annoying.
How I feel.
Okay.
So at this point, do you know who Foxmask is in this playthrough?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. That is the easiest one to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's super punishing if you don't hit it, but it's definitely the easiest move to dodge and the best counter. I'm just gonna play it safe. No. Oh, nice. Okay. I just have to get through this, and we're done.
And devoted yourself to pursuing.
Of course, these guys.
I
Just come over here.
want to devote myself to living my own life.
A woman's happiness is not inhibited by this world.
My happiness is something I...
First try on the hardest difficulty,
Let's
idiot!
go!
I did practice this earlier today, but holy crap. Oh no! It's still going, okay. Let's use one of these just in case.
Baby, right? Who will remain a baby?
If I accept your love, I won't ever experience...
Okay. First try, actually.
That might have been timed.
I think there was a trophy that I got that's basically like kill the enemies before
He stopped talking or
should
whatever.
she be like whatever.
Despite of everything, I won't forget your kindness. So thank you for everything.
Over here! Hurry!
Does that mean the other girl's still alive?
I can settle matters.
There's some things about this story that I don't exactly understand. It really feels like, first of all the characters are younger than they're supposed to be. I mean, Hanako's like a little bit older, and she's about to be married to Kotayuki in real life. So I think they're manifesting as a little bit younger because Japan is obsessed with high schoolers. But in terms of what's happening here, it's hard to tell if it is happening in like...
See you later.
I don't know where it's happening. So there's another bit of lore that they go over with the other ending that I can't show. That Shu... So the medicine they are taking was comprised of a flower.
What? That was the ending?
I think there's more after the credits. Okay.
I was about to say, god dang.
Are you alright?
Thank you, Shu. If you hadn't come to help, I wouldn't have been brave enough to go on.
That's not it. That's the opposite of why I decided to help you. I helped because you showed so much courage.
Sure, Shu.
It took me way too long.
What did he help?
It hurt. I cost everyone so much
He hit Foxmass with a bat once.
That's enough to take him down.
I think it's crazy that you
It
thought
actually just made him incredibly mad, and then I had to kill a god.
to give up on your life.
Classic Silent Hill.
Thank you, partner.
Well, let's go in for a snack.
Yeah, when I was replaying this and when it got like super crazy with the fights, I was like, "What's going on in this game?" But then I remembered that, like, you know, the end of 1 and 3, and especially 4, is just so otherworldly and like weird. I mean, this game is very different from any Silent Hill, but it wasn't that outlandish.
So that was the ending if the sword wasn't cleansed? I thought it'd be like a bad ending.
It's an ending that I think more portrays that nothing was really accomplished. It just... So that goes back to the lore about that older god being a little vengeful and there being like gas in the place that they would like punish the humans with. So it basically shows that the other god is in control, I guess, and is now running amok. So first of all, we didn't really accomplish anything. We're just running from our problems, and now just nothing really is better. It's probably worse. No.
Interesting ending. Liked the look of the final boss scene. That was cool.
Okay, so it is... Oh, it's called Lost in the Fog. Difficulty. Alright, so this one is... Okay. So this is pretty specific. This is the first step of purifying the sword. So when you are here, there is a hidden room you can enter. Spencer actually found this place, but there was a, like a gaze, wait, I'm going the wrong way, yeah. Don't follow me, please. You even gonna go up the stairs? Cool. Spencer found this place, but there is a door over there that you can melt with your gaze.
Oh.
But if you found this, you wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway, because this is one of the locked rooms that you need the Fox emblem to open. I can't believe he's still over there. The AI in this game is ridiculous. So you find this little cool place.
Ooh, comfy.
This is pretty comfy. Alright, so there's a very bizarre puzzle that I don't fully understand. There is a stone that gives you a hint about it, and I guess Spencer can read this.
Upon the rock, our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction, so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's Benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall raise against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When the time comes, the glory of Higa's god shall wane, heralding too the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that Heaven's Benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising.
Alright, so there's another piece of lore that is pretty messed up. This is just giving a hint about the puzzle, which as much as I tried, I could not figure out at all. But there is another piece of lore that's pretty crazy. So basically, they would take women that had, like, rare blood types, and they would drain every single, like, all their blood out of their body, and then they would use that blood to purify, it's either the sword or just, like, the god itself, because it's, like, vengeful, and you just wanted to appease it. So when we finish this, something weird is going to happen, and the entire, like, water is going to turn red, and I think it's symbolizing the blood that they used in these rituals that they would use as, like, basically tribute to a god. So this puzzle's really weird. It also has something to do with that, you can see it, it's, like, to the left of Hinako's head. There's that, I don't know what it's called, but it's the bamboo thing that makes noise when it hits the ground. And you have to sort of time this based on that. So the first one we have to do when it's about to hit the ground. Alright. Now the next one we don't want to hit when it's...
How do you know when you get it right?
You don't. This is why it took me so long to figure it out. And I did not figure it out. This one you don't need to do when it's at the bottom. And then this one we do. Didn't do it, okay. I think it was slightly too late.
Huh? I would never figure this out.
I think there is... Okay, here's another. Read this.
Aguro no Hate-sama bestows unto us the blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountains, where spring water pools to infuse with venison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of sleeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used.
Alright, let's try this again. As much as I try to figure this out myself, I could not. It is so specific. Okay, did not do it. Maybe I don't have to wait.
And it's just those three? Because I saw there was other ones.
Yeah, it's just those three.
Huh. It's just like how there's no way of telling if you did it right.
Yep. Alright, let's just try to do it as fast as possible. Nope. Okay, I literally did this earlier today, and I did it first try, so this is pretty... Thank you, dog.
Thank you, dog. More like thank you, wolf.
Alright, maybe I have to wait a
Fox.
little bit. Like, not immediately when the bamboo shoot hits the ground, maybe a little bit after.
Yeah, that was the correct millisecond for
I
sure.
definitely know that the second one, you don't want to hit it. Okay. So specific. So that one journal entry was kind of talking about how it was like infused with medicinal herbs, but there's another one that pretty plainly says that it is imbued from a girl that has unique blood, and that's how they appease the old god. Anyway, that's it for this save file.
Wait, what?
You'll see.
Okay.
Alright. So we're going to purify the sword now.
Are you still in the same area? No, you're not in the same area.
No. We want to go to over there. Okay.
Is this near the end of the game?
Sort of, yeah. You can't do this until pretty late.
Okay.
And I cleared out this entire area because this is the part that's god awful. They have to fight like 5 brood.
Oh yeah, this is
brood
right near
mothers
the
in a
end of the
row.
game.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
mean,
last time you were in the village, right?
we're not quite back to the village yet. We're still like coming down the mountain after we went up.
Oh, okay.
But it is pretty close to it.
Thank goodness enemies don't reappear.
Yeah. I will have to do a little bit of fighting after this, but that's fine.
No, it's over.
So the thing that sucks about purifying the sword is that it makes it way worse. It's already not the most useful thing in the world. The most unique trait of it is that when you fill up the focus bar, it blocks attacks instead of doing a focus attack.